Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my NCAA Football Conference Imperialism series. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the series so far. Today, we are going to have probably the smallest conference, which just really isn't a conference per se. I mean, it is, but there is no conference championship for the FBS Independence League or division. Now, if you're a college football expert, you'll notice two teams on this map that are not an independent school. That being the Washington State Cougars and the Oregon State Beavers. The reason why I have them partnering up with independent schools is because I'm trying to base all these conference imperialisms on who is leaving who is leaving and joining a new conference. And the Pac-12 is only going to have two teams next year in the conference or the upcoming seasons. Those being Washington State and Oregon State. And rather instead of having just a two-team imperialism episode, I figured I'd pair them up with the independent schools. And independent schools being Notre Dame, Army West Point, the Minutemen of Massachusetts, and UConn. Those are the four independence teams normally. So this will probably be the shortest imperialism episode, or it could be the longest, who knows. But if you don't know how imperialism works, I will take this wheel and I will spin it. I forgot to mute that, so I apologize about that, but we'll spin it. We'll have this be an example. Army West Point lands on Army West Point. So what we'll do is we'll find them on the map, which if you don't know where they're at, they are right here. So then we will go back to the arrow spinner. We will click it. My mouse is not working today, so I'm using my pen that I have. So hopefully I don't press anything bad. I'm also dealing with a little bit of a cough. So yeah, but they're going north. Since there's no team there, it doesn't matter for this point. But let's say that arrow pointed to the east, they'd be going up against UMass. We then go to this right here. We'd select we select UMass for the home team and Army West Point for the away team. Home field advantage, everything until the finale. Whoever wins, wins. The only thing that's different from regular imperialism, if you haven't seen my conference imperialism videos, is that the only way you can gain land is if you gain it for free or for the away team and you win. You cannot gain land if you're the home team. You're just fighting off attackers. That's how it's going to be. You can gain land for free. So Notre Dame, if they don't have anybody going after them, they're going to have a huge opportunity for free land. Washington State's kind of landlocked. They only have one bit of land that they can go after for now. Alaska is it's actually two because Alaska's in play. Hawaii is not really in play because southwest of the logo is Oregon State. If you guys don't know, if you guys are still a bit confused, you'll see how this goes on here. So let's get right into this. Again, like I said, I'm using a stylus basically and a touchpad for everything else. So if I misclick something, that's why. But here we go. We will clear the result because I like taking a look and seeing how many spins it takes. I'm averaging like 45 spins a wheel, but hopefully this won't take too long. Who knows? There's a lot of open space for land. Because we're going to get the far northwestern team, the Washington State Cougars. So we will spin the arrow. They are going straight south. So if you don't know where Washington State is, here's Washington State here. They're pointing immediately to Oregon State Beavers. I just want to make sure I'm recording. Okay. Just want to make sure. So we're gonna have Oregon State go up against Washington State. Oregon State. I'm a bit off right now. Oregon State, where are you at? Oh, I missed you. Oregon State. Here we go. And the good thing is updated rosters have been applied, so I might go back and do an updated roster imperialism episode. So we will see. Where is Washington at? Washington State. There we go. And the Beavers do win. They fend off their homeland. So that becomes what I call a wash and a reset. And we will just close this and we will spin again because the Beavers won. We'll just spin again. As we are going to have Army West Point. Besides Notre Dame, it's basically going to be an East Coast, West Coast episode. As Army West Point, that was our example. The video here, they are right here. I will zoom in a little bit so it's a bit easier to see. Here's Army West Point right here. Where will they be attacking? They will be going to the southeast, which that is, we're going to count that as being Yukon. Here's Yukon. I believe they're in this game, but Army West Point going up against Yukon. Not having a mouse sucks. Here we go, Army, and then Yukon, all the way back down here. That are going to be Yukon or Connecticut. Looks like they're going to be Connecticut. Here we go. I am expecting Army to win. Yeah. Army wins, so that just becomes a wash and a reset. So, like I said, only 6 teams, but this could take a long time. Who knows? So we're going to have Oregon State go up next. This is the second episode in a row where we have not had a team take over any land. As Oregon State, they have plenty of land around them for free. And to the northeast, I believe that is some free land. We will zoom out just a touch. It is some free land. So Oregon State's going to claim some free land. They're going to claim Idaho. We will zoom in here. I'll actually be able to use my pen. There we go. So it actually kind of looks nice. There we go. There we go. So a bit of weird bit of land, but Oregon State does claim the first land of the video. So next spin, we are going to have the Washington State Cougars. So we could be getting an immediate battle between the new land acquisitions, and looks like we're going to get that if you go back to the map. Okay, come on. Southwest, that is definitely going to be Oregon State. So we're going to have a rematch for Washington State. Interesting how the map, or how pressing on it with my finger now makes everything big, like it's. And then Oregon State's. I mean, I am going to be a little bit slower because I am not using my normal mouse. I mean, like I said, I'm using a pen. Let me make sure we land. Okay, I just like double checking just to make sure. And Washington State wins. So that is going to be our first elimination. We will zoom in over here. Not too far. We're going to have our first elimination as Washington State is going to get this land, and they are going to eliminate the Beavers. So one Pac-12 team goes down, the other one stays alive. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh, that is not what I wanted. So there we will just get rid of this little border right here. There we go. You guys can see my artistic skills come into play. Even though it's not much. So there we go. So that is our first land, our elimination of the video. And you'll notice now Washington State has no one around them. Notre Dame has no one around them. And there's only 3 teams on the Eastern Seaboard. So that is the beauty of this map. But unfortunately for Oregon State, they have been eliminated. Oops, that's not what I want to do. They have been eliminated. So it only took us 4 tries to get rid of 1 team. Like I said, this will probably be the shortest video, but now there's 2 teams with no one around us. UMass, the Minutemen, are going to get an opportunity to play. They're going to the Northeast, and the closest arrow to them, we'll just give them. I hate those land masses or these states because I can never remember which one's the right one. So we'll just say one of those states. And yes, I should know this, but I don't remember. I'm also going to get rid of this area right here. I don't like that. So there we go. UMass gets some free land. So we will just wash and reset. That's how the free land idea works. As we're going back to Army West Point. Probably going to get a lot of repeats of teams since there's such few that I have on here. And they're going to be going up to the Northeast. That might be... No, that's going to be the other landmass. So both UMass and the Army are getting some free land. Really, I probably should be coloring anyways, even without a mouse, because it's a lot easier to do this. But there we go. And we will spin again. And we're going to have Army go up again. Might be a lot of free land claims here. They're going to the Northwest. We're not going to count them crossing this border, so we will just spin again. Not going to do the crossing to Canada. They're going to the Southwest. We're going to count that. That's going to be Pennsylvania land for free. Okay. There we go. So congratulations to Army. They get some more free land. A lot of free land in this video, and I expected that. I definitely expected that. Okay, let's see if we have a battle here. We are going to get the Minutemen. Wow, I thought we were going to get Army for a 3rd time in a row. They're going to the Northeast, which I think that's impossible. No, that isn't. My bad, UMass. You get some more free land. Some more free land. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Whoa. Oh boy. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons today. This is a comedic episode because I don't have my mouse, so pretty comedic episode. Next team is going to be UMass. I don't believe they can go anywhere else besides Rhode Island. We'll see if they get Rhode Island. I think that might be Rhode Island. No, that's going to be actually UConn. So UConn's getting in a matchup. No, wait, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna say Rhode Island because Rhode Island is here. Usually the logo would go inside of the land. Oh jeez, inside the land. But yeah, it's such a small area. But now UMass is completely landlocked. They can't get any more land for free. They're gonna have to battle for it. So we'll see who they play against. I think UMass and Army are leading the way in spins landed on. We are just staying in the Northeast. An Army actually could get some land for free still. They're going to the Southeast, which that is going to be New Jersey. So they're getting Jersey for free. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. One issue about not having a mouse is the zoom control being awful. The trackpad is not the best for zoom control. There we go. Yeah, we still have Washington State on the left side. Will we have a battle? We are going to get our Army again. I also forgot to mention that we will decide a winner when their final two teams play. They're going to the South again. They are going to get Maryland now. Now. This is a bit of an odd area for land. Just have a bunch of these little bits and pieces right here. And I have to zoom all the way in to give them that little. Oh my gosh. Cannot wait until my mouse gets charged. Because I mistakenly did this without a charged mouse. It's just not charging for some reason, so I might need a new mouse, but yeah. I apologize if I sound a little down today. I'm just not feeling the best in terms of illness. I've had a cough, so that's why I've not been able to really record anything. That's why I did poor on my last Madden franchise episode. I just was not seeing the right reads at the right times. As we're going to stay in the Northeast. Oh my gosh. Good thing is UMass is completely landlocked from Armies. Well, no. And Connecticut. So they are going to be playing. We will have a battle. Whether or not it's UConn or Army, we're going to have a battle. That's Northwest. We're going to consider that being Army. So we're going to have Army going up against UMass. I highly doubt UMass is going to win, but we'll see. I cannot remember. Are they considered UMass on here? I don't want to miss them. If I remember from the basketball, I don't think they are. I think they're just Massachusetts, which is what they are, University of Massachusetts. But yeah, right here. And they do win. Wow, they knock off Army. So we have our second elimination of the video. It comes immediately after Army picks up all this land. Oh, that is a lot. So congratulations to UMass Army, apologize, but your run has been completed. Got a lot of land for free, but unable to get anything else. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This is the touch screen actually worked. The touch screen finally works. Took 20 minutes, it feels like, but it actually works. Alrighty, so UMass gets a lot of land now. If they defeat UConn, I might just move their logo on the mainland. But here we go. We're down to the final 4 teams left on the video. Army has been deleted. Oops. Oh my gosh. I hope that didn't... Hold on. Okay. Gotta remember not to hit the slash button. That stops my recording. That's my hotkey. That stops recording. We're finally going to have a team outside of the East Coast. So it's going to be Notre Dame. And that's going to be a free land spin. So we don't really have to... We're going to the Southwest. That's just going to give them Illinois. So congratulations to Notre Dame. You get Illinois for free. The touchscreen is deciding not to work again. Gosh, it's a touchscreen tablet and stuff. This is Harold struggles with technology, imperialism episode, pretty much. Pretty much this entire episode has been me struggling with technology. As someone who is pretty good with technology. Ugh. Next team is going to be UConn, and I believe they are completely landlocked. And they are, so we're not going to have to spin the arrow. It's going to be UMass against UConn. UMass is going to be the home team. It would be pretty funny if UConn were to win. I'm not expecting them to. But they do. UConn wins 30-13. So UMass, and finally my touchscreen works. So UMass loses. That is a lot of land. That's turning into blue. Oops, that's not what I meant. And we are going to get a new logo. Well, we're not going to get a new logo. Sorry. We're going to only have one logo here in the Northeast, and that is going to be UConn's logo. Now, because this is all black here, we'll just erase Massachusetts logo with black. Just to screen in a different area. Luckily, I didn't mess up anything. We will just erase the entire logo like this. It'll look weird up here. For those of you who have OCD or whatever, don't really pay attention up to the to the Northeast. Okay, so this is an interesting part. All 3 teams remaining in the video are have no teams around them, so this might be a while. But the Minutemen are eliminated. So next team is going to be the Fighting Irish. So these next spins are going to be indicative of if we will see a team play sooner than later. Play each other sooner than later. Notre Dame is going to the Southeast. It's going to give them Kentucky. So we're getting a little bit closer to UConn. Not all the way, but they are slowly getting there. Slowly getting there indeed. Washington State's pretty much a lost cause, Washington State's pretty much a lost cause of them being able to play someone. But if we do not have a game until they play someone, then that means this thing has gone a long time. As we're gonna get UConn getting some free land now, and they can only expand to the southwest. So we'll just spin. So they're going to the south, a little to the southwest. Gosh, this pen. So we'll just give them oops. We will give them. Let's give them West Virginia. How is it? Are these the same colors? Kind of. You can kind of tell they're the same. If you zoom all the way in, there's a slight darkness in the UConn colors. Doesn't matter because there are only two teams left. So, and there's a border in between them, so we know the one is UConn. So they're holding hands. This episode has been wild out of sorts of me. Notre Dame, will we actually get a battle? Northeast, that is not going to be a battle. We'll just give them. We'll give them Ohio. Looks like Ohio. Down in Ohio. Swag like Ohio. All that. Another big thing, the Tigers franchise. Speaking of Tigers franchise, thank you, Miggy, for your amazing career with the Marlins and the Tigers. Can't forget he was on the Marlins. He's technically a free agent in my game. He hasn't retired officially, but he'll be done after this season, most likely on my game. As Notre Dame is going to go up again. But thank you, Miggy, for your wonderful career. As Notre Dame's going to go up against UConn. If Notre Dame loses, I will. I'll be a. I don't think they should not lose. Oh no, hold on, that is the wrong way. Connecticut. No, Notre Dame. Or Notre Dame, if you want to be. Yeah, that was to be expected. Oops. That was to be expected. So Notre Dame does win, and we're going to have our final two. Oh, boy. There we go. There we go. Let's kind of like fill this in right here. So we are going to have, oops, that was another one. Our finale be Notre Dame versus Washington State. So here is the map overall. Just the East and West Coast. Pacific Northwest and the Eastern Seaboard. So this wheel, we will get rid of the Huskies. Whatever the wheel lands on, that team will be the away team for the final game. And it is going to be Notre Dame. So Notre Dame will be the final, will be the away team, which is perfect. I don't have to change it, for Washington State. And I will have more control now over, hopefully, over it is neutral, but we'll show play-by-play. Hopefully I'll have more control over. Looks like we already have a. Oh, jeez. Didn't see it. Don't worry. Alrighty. So Sam Hartman completes a touchdown, 7-0, and then immediately a touchdown for Washington State. Sam Hartman with a nice little drive. They have to punt. Here's Washington State. They started to move the ball. They have to punt. Another punt for Notre Dame. Ooh, here comes Washington State. Intercepted. Yeah, another punt for Notre Dame. It's tied at 7. Oh, that was a quick touchdown for Washington State. Wazoo leads 14-7. That's another punt, another bad drive. Washington State, they might be on field goal range. And they do kick a field goal. They're up 17-7. Here comes Notre Dame, and here comes Notre Dame, and they have to punt at the 50. Here comes Washington State. We're approaching halftime. There's a punt for Washington State. Say this is the last possession before halftime, and it's a punt. So there's a touchdown run for Washington State. They are just having a field day over Notre Dame. As Notre Dame, there is a touchdown pass. That's a much-needed touchdown. 24-14. Comes Washington State. Looks like that's going to be a punt. It is. Here comes Notre Dame. They need a touchdown. Estime. And there is another touchdown. It's a 3-point game. Getting towards crunch time. Here comes Washington State. They have to punt from the Notre Dame 42. Probably would have been like a 58-yard field goal. And 2 runs. Roderick Estime unable to get it in. Here comes Washington State. Here comes Washington State. They're in field goal range, I think. And they do kick the field goal. It's a 6-point game. Still a chance for Notre Dame. And dang, 3 and out, not what you want. Oh, here comes Washington State. They're going to look to try and make it a 2-possession game, and they do. 34-21. And for some reason, this Sim likes to punt. Oh, here we go, Washington State. Another touchdown on that probably seals the deal. 41-21. And a missed field goal from Spencer Schrader to just try and make it look decent. And that is the game. Washington State with a 41-21 victory. And the average score has Washington State as the winner. You see here, we land on Notre Dame. Washington State was technically the home team. They did not have home field advantage, but there it is. That is the final game. There we go. We will just fill in all these states with Washington State gray. Well, I almost got it. There we go. Alrighty. So, like I said, that was going to be a quick episode because there was only 6 teams. And just like that, that'll do it for another episode of College Football Imperialism Conference, the College Football Conference Imperialism series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.